Okay, you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So there's not many days left of my holiday in India, and the brutal reality of that has just set in. Like about 6 hours ago, I realized, fuck, I have to go home to reality. I'm not into reality. I'm sick of living in reality. Reality fucking sucks. Mainly the work part. I don't want to go back to work. I don't think I can go back to work. I'm going to have to figure some shit out real quick. I don't even want to put my Australian SIM card back in my phone. That's where I'm at the moment. I've just spent a month without my SIM, and the only people who are going to call me on my Australian SIM card are going to be headaches for me. No phone call I receive is going to be an exciting phone call. And then also, I haven't been paying attention to these bushfires at all. The Australian bushfires are out of fucking control. I only just realised how bad they were. They're everywhere. There was a bushfire about half an hour from where I live. Maybe I'll volunteer to help fight these fires. That would give me a reason not to work and also give me some street cred. Sorry guys, I'm out fighting the fires. Do you have to have experience or do you just need a hose? What am I talking about? I'm not fighting any fucking fires. I'm not going anywhere near those bushfires. How do they start, by the way? Is it all arsenous, like lightning strikes in cigarette butts? I don't know. I don't know anything about the bushfires. I'm not talking about this anymore. I only really found out about them about 10 minutes ago. I'll tell you what I have been thinking about though. It's quite a different topic to bushfires. I remember when I first started jacking off. I think I was around 11, maybe a little bit earlier. I originally started jerking off skin on skin. And for someone who's circumcised, I don't know why I'm circumcised, by the way. They just knocked it off. I'm not Jew. I'm not Muslim. Do they get circumcised? I think so. I don't know. But anyway, the point is I'm circumcised. And if you go skin on skin, it creates a lot of friction and it actually hurts more than it does pleasure. And then one of my mates at school who was into the jerk-off scene, he's like, you should use moisturizer. It makes it feel a lot better. And I'm like, moisturizer? That is fucking genius. So that day I came back from school and I'm like, I'm going to give this moisturizer thing a fucking chance. So I went into my mum's room and started searching for moisturizer. And I found a big bag of these silver little, like, satchels of Schwarzkopf moisturizer. You know those little sampler packets they put on the front of magazines sometimes? She had bags and bags of those because she had a side job. I wouldn't call it a job. She used to deliver pamphlets to mailboxes. And when I say deliver pamphlets to mailboxes, I use that in a very loose way because she would deliver about one street and then dump the rest in the bin. And whenever there was one of those sample things, she would just steal all the samples. So we always had some bags of sample shit. So I took one of these samples, took it into the bedroom, gave it a run, and it worked perfectly. It was a great experience. Then I just got rid of the satchels, threw it away. Victimless crime. So that was my new routine. Every time as a young boy, I needed to pleasure myself, which was 3 to 4 times a day. I would go to my mum's room, I would go to the bag, I would steal the sampler, I would do the deed, throw away the wrapper, and then sit around confused for a few hours. And that was my routine for a very long time. A long time. I was making really good inroads into that bag. I was doing well. I was getting rid of a lot of samples. And then I started seeing empty sample packets turning up in the shower. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Who is jerking off in the shower? Dad wasn't around, so it wasn't him. My brother was too young, so it definitely wasn't him. I was like, Mum? How the hell is Mum jerking off in the shower? It was too confusing for me at the time. I didn't understand it all. So I grabbed one of the sample packs and I'm like, Mum, what's this? She's like, oh, that's hair conditioner. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it's just hair conditioner. But do you know what? That didn't deter me. I just kept on going back to the hair conditioner. I didn't give a fuck. By then, I was used to that texture. And so over many, 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 many months, possibly years, I finally got through that entire bag of samplers. And do you know how smell is very tightly connected to memory? How you can smell something and then it will take you back to the place where you remember that smell. Well, I got a very strong connection with the smell of that hair conditioner. A very, very strong connection with it. And whenever I smell that smell, it just transports me directly to my single bed at the house I grew up in, just going for it. And here's the thing. It turns out that particular brand of hair conditioner is very, very popular with the elderly. It seems every second lady over the age of 70 uses that hair conditioner. Because every now and then, actually it's a lot more often than every now and then, quite often I'll be walking through a supermarket and I will pick up the scent of that hair conditioner and all the memories will start flooding back. The shame, the confusion, the joy. And I'll look around and it'll be an old lady with a shopping trolley. And I always want to ask them just to confirm, "Excuse me, ma'am, but do you condition your hair with Schwarzkopf?" And then if she says yes, we can just ride off into the sunset hand in hand. Happily ever after. Alright, it's 3 a.m. I'm done. I'll probably lose a few listeners after that story, but what can you do? The people who stay with me after that one are strong. Alright, see you later.